what is Trifles, you might ask? Those of you who live around the Chagrin Valley know what Trifles is. And I happened to order some great salads and side dishes for a get-together we were having. And after we tasted them and our guests tasted them, I said, I have got to interview the owner of this company. So here I am with Gerry.
Terrific.
Who is going to tell us a little bit about the beginnings of Trifle and how you've progressed, because I know there's been some changes over the years.
Oh, for sure. You can't be this old and not have changes. It started in 1978, and I was a school teacher before then. But I always knew I could cook, so that was my first love. And I'd cook for friends. You know, they'd come for dinner, and they'd say, "Hey, could you make 6 of those chicken breasts for me for next week?" And that's how it really started. So it started before the restaurant. It was a catering business, and then later on, I opened a tea room, and it was 4 tables, and I think there were 12 chairs, and I
privileged people come in there.
I made the food, I served the food, and I cleaned up, and my kitchen was in a furnace room. So
was that on East Washington?
It was at 516 East Washington. That's where I started, and that's where the restaurant ended. But I had 2 other places in between.
Wow, I had no
I just kept getting a little bit bigger. I mean, I think the 12 chairs lasted about 3 months, and then the man who owned the building said that he really felt that this was going to be a booming business, and he gave me the front then. And it really just kept growing and growing. Unfortunately, he never made it in that location, so I had to find a second location, which I did at the Jogga Market House. And then from there, I needed something bigger. I took the upstairs at the old Hickson's on 306. And then in 1990, I went back to my original place, and that's where I ended up, and we sold that about 5 years ago.
Okay, very good.
So, and it did go from a tea room to a wine bar, and you know, that was quite a big jump.
Yeah, it was. And I always wonder, well, I love Trifles. What happened to it? Until I saw that little sign on the corner, and
Well, my son and daughter-in-law basically run it and have taken it over, and I help them now instead of they're helping me.
Do they cook as good as you?
Oh, they're terrific.
They use
really
all
are.
of your recipes, I'm
Oh
sure.
yeah, everything is. And then we have a head chef who's a Scottish guy, and he's been with us about 8 or 9 years. So they do a heck of a job. They really do.
Yeah.
And I'm just so proud. I really am.
You should be. You really should be.
A lot of years. What
do you, besides the food, what do you think makes your business kind of set apart from the rest?
Well, honestly, I think it's our personal commitment. We're there for everything. You know, Jean Ann is Johnny on the spot with returning calls immediately. You know, we all have our hearts and souls put into this.
That is so awesome.
And it does make a difference because we really do care. We all live here. You know, I've lived here since '78, so I think I'm really a part of Chagrin Falls.
Yeah, I think so too. As a matter of fact, I looked for you last night at the event, and I was kind of in one place. We had the children's.
Right. And I know we did
fun.
gluten-free.
Yeah. Yes, they were delicious, by the way.
Aren't they? You know, people, it's hard to believe that the gluten-free things that we do, they're wonderful. And I wrote that cookbook. And
You have a cookbook?
yes. Jean, you want to give me one of those cookbooks? And it took me about 18 months, and we tested all the recipes, but it's gluten-free.
Cool.
And it's cooking gluten-free, and everything is from scratch, but it's but it's been, Heinen's has been carrying it, and I do some talks for Heinen's.
Really?
And I just did one at the yoga studio, Pure Bliss, which is my yoga studio. and about gluten-free cooking. And people don't realize that you can make it really good.
Yeah.
And it's such a problem in today's digestive market.
Right, it is.
That's fine. Yes, it was named after my two granddaughters, Rosie and
Two
Daisy.
flowers.
And that's why it's called Two Flowers.
Very
One
good.
has celiac disease, and my husband had celiac disease as well, which is why we got into the gluten-free market. But I know when I go to an event, I'm gluten-free as well. There's hardly ever anything for me, so that's why I try and do something nice
Right.
gluten-free for Sesame's.
So I thank you so much for taking the time with us.
Okay.
If I could ask you to just do a quick 60-second commercial to tell people all the things that you have available in your catering side.
Well, we do everything. We do weddings, showers. We have a wonderful carry-out menu that's called our Easy Cuisine. And we even have Thanksgiving to go, where you
Oh,
get
that's
the whole
something to
dinner.
know. Yeah.
And we can do it organic, and we can do it, regular. And we've just grown into a much larger company than I ever thought
Yeah.
was possible.
Oh, it's so exciting
It
to
is,
watch it.
and it's exciting at my age to still be able to be a part of something. It
and
keeps me
just
going.
to end this up, Gerry is also our neighbor in Auburn Lakes, and the first thing you said was, "I'm not ready to sell my house."
Can't
But
have it. You
we
cannot
both
have it.
love Auburn Lakes.
We
so
do. We
it's,
do.
It's a
a
special
wonderful
place
thing.
to live.
It is, and I'm hoping I can be there for many more years.
We do too. So thank you,
Thank you,
and thank you,
and thank you.
you.